Severe thunderstorms this afternoon have been wind producers. Just got word in that we've got some power pole damage in Lafayette Square in downtown St. Louis as those winds gusted through up to 50 miles per hour, some spots up to 58. Not surprising to see some damage. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 5:45. This is for parts of Madison, Montgomery, Macoupin, and Bond counties. This is the same cell that did show some signs of weak rotation in the last half hour to 45 minutes. A lot of lightning here, moving to the northeast, about 35 to 45 miles per hour now. And look at all the lightning strikes here. That's an incredible amount. So these are electrical storms too. So the folks upstream here, you're going to find these storms in your front yard. Make sure you've got your lawn furniture in the garage, the trash cans, because there's going to be a lot of wind, heavy downpours with this as well. And there could be some small hail, although hail has not been the biggest threat. How is this hurricane on the East Coast going to affect the St. Louis area? Look at this. By Friday, look at the clouds starting to back up. Look at the heavy rain there, but this is what we're expecting into the weekend. A little bit more cloud cover Saturday into Sunday. So instead of mostly sunny skies, we'll have partly sunny conditions, and that means some clouds. Weather folklore includes things like the woolly worm and the persimmon seed. So how this goes is you take a persimmon seed, you chop it in half, and you look at the little root here. That's actually the root, and the shape of it is supposed to indicate what the upcoming winter severity is going to be like. So these look like spoons as far as I can tell. Sometimes it's hard to tell between a knife and a spoon, but a spoon would mean heavy wet snow. A fork, powdery light snow, mild winter, and a knife, ooh, icy cutting wind. So if this has any truth to it, which I doubt it does, that would mean we're in for heavy wet snow coming up this winter. But here's the official winter outlook now. This is very typical of an El Nino winter, and it looks like we're going to have a strong one. Below average temperatures to the south. St. Louis falls in the above average area, and about average precipitation. Snowfall here would be about 17.5 inches, so we'll wait to see how this one goes. The stronger one is off to the south, and they don't look impressive whatsoever. They're very low. They're only about 34,000 feet high. So hail is not going to be a threat tonight. These will be wind makers and possible small tornado makers, even though they don't look like they are typically tornado producers. We've got a line developing now just to the west of our viewing area, west of Phelps County and the Rolla, down to the Salem area and Dent County. This line is more of a squall line now, so we're going to keep an eye on that one. This is the one that could produce some strong winds. You could have 40, 50, maybe even 60 mile per hour winds out of this tonight. And another thing to notice, there's very little lightning with these storms too. We've had so much lightning with most of our storms into the summer now. This is a very different situation, so these will continue to track to the east-northeast at 35 to 40 miles per hour this evening. Beautiful, gorgeous day today. We had a few clouds, but it's very important that we have a clear sky tonight. And the reason is that the Perseid meteor shower is going to be peaking after midnight, and it's a beautiful thing to see. This should be one of the best years ever. And have you ever wondered how large meteors are?
Sure.
Okay, how large?
This is how large they are. Let me show you. Put out your hand. Look at that.
That's it?
Yeah, come here. You know what that is?
Now,
You're saying one of these isn't?
Yes.
One of these little pebbles.
This is
a
grape nut cereal.
Wow.
This is the size.
So you'll be able to see this in the sky?
They are zipping through the Earth's atmosphere at 130,000 miles per hour.
So they can see.
Yeah, it's just grape-nut cereal. But it just gives you a visual as how small they are.
Look at that.
And yeah, and they're made out of
one.
rock or ice. And the reason they're not going to hit you, or it's not a problem hitting the surface, because it is made up mostly of ice and it'll melt before it reaches the surface. But isn't that cool? This is something so small that's going to create...
Can I eat a meteor?
Go ahead and eat it, yes. Let's take a look.
You must be hungry.
How are you going to see those tonight? Well, get away from the city lights. That works best. You want to look to the northeast. And about 3 a.m. is the peak for the St. Louis area. Now, I just received an email from a viewer, and he tells me that here in St. Louis, we're probably not going to see 100 of them per hour, but you could see as many as 10 to 20, better viewing to the north. But this is going to be just spectacular because we are close to a new moon that comes in on Friday. So the moon's light, the reflected light, is not going to cause a problem. This will be something so cool to see. If you get a chance, do it. We will have clear skies tonight, perfect conditions, spectacular viewing. High pressure is the reason for the great weather. It's been sitting here for a couple of days and it's going to hang on for a few more, so we're not done with this yet. More to come. Temperatures are in the 80s, 81 degrees right now in Alton, 83 in Salem, Chesterfield Valley, 84 degrees. Those clouds that we had today, they're going to go away tonight. A little bit of cool air aloft, warm air at the surface. Clear skies tonight. Tomorrow, I think we're going to see a few clouds again, probably not as many as we had today because our winds will turn to a southerly direction, so warmer air again aloft, so more of an even temperature. But here's your timeline tonight. Temperatures dropping into the 70s, very nice, comfortable, low humidity, good for Cardinals baseball. 67 degrees your overnight low, 84 at noon tomorrow, 88 degrees ought to do it for high, and that was our high today. So it'll be very similar again tomorrow. And look at all the sunshine across the bi-state. No matter where you go around St. Louis, it'll be really nice weather. But the air quality is starting to get a little bit worse. Today it was good. Tomorrow our ozone is going to be up just a bit, so we'll call it moderate. It's in the yellow stage. So if you're one of those that is very sensitive to air quality, you might want to stay inside. Use some precautions. Keep the medicine around. 86 right now, partly cloudy. That dew point climbing just a little bit this afternoon, 61 degrees, but that is still low. Comfortable north winds at 8. Pressure is falling. High today was 88. Low this morning was 69 degrees. Tonight will be clear and gorgeous. There's that little sliver of a moon. 67 degrees tomorrow, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 80s, light winds. Temperatures over the next few days are going to be warming up. I think we can get to it. Come on, there we go. 90 degrees by Friday, so the weekend, okay, it is going to be a little on the hot side, and humidity will start coming back too because of the southerly flow, but there really is no chance for rain in our forecast until we get to Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures upper 80s to around 90.
Those meteors are delicious.
Great. They're good with milk too.
Yeah. Thanks, Cindy.